of Total Wellness Consulting. Thanks for joining me today. We're at Fit Toronto, which is a great sports-specific training facility in Toronto. This is personally where I work out. And today what we're going to be talking about is how to get started with a fitness program. So as you'll notice around me, we've got a lot of spinning bikes and some treadmills and steppers. And the reason for that is because we're going to be talking about developing an aerobic base or a cardiovascular base. And that's really where you want to get started with any kind of fitness regime. So why is that? Well, cardiovascular capacity is really the fundamental element of overall health and fitness. You have to be able to get your heart rate going and be able to get the blood flowing efficiently so that your body can work efficiently in every other endeavor it partakes in. So today what we're going to be showing you is how to get started, what to do. I mean, how do you go about starting your aerobic training? What do you do in the gym? What do you do outside? So what we're going to start on today is I've got a nice little spinning bike here. And again, you can choose any piece of equipment you want, or you can go outside. Again, it could be a bike, it could be a stepper, a treadmill, rower. Those are all great pieces of equipment. So what we want to do today is I'm going to talk you through this as I'm on the bike. So I'm going to start off on the bike. And first off, I'll probably just adjust the seat here a little bit. It's a little bit low. So if you're choosing a bike, what you want to be choosing is a bike that roughly comes up, the seat should come to about your hip height. So I'm just going to get that set up there. I think we're set to go. Hop on the bike now. So, we're on the bike, we're getting going. Now, how intense do we want to be working at this? Now, as you can see, I'm carrying this conversation with you guys. Now, at the same time, I'm not really at an intensity where I'm going to get much of a benefit yet. So now, what I want to do is I want to get into a state which I refer to as the talk test pace, which basically means that I can carry a conversation and start to hear my breathing slightly. So if I pick up the pace a little bit, I pick up the resistance a little bit, it becomes a little bit more laborious. I'm starting to hear my breathing a little bit. So it's a little bit of a panting sound for the breath, right? Starting to work a little bit, but I can still maintain a conversation. So it's becoming a little bit more difficult now. So I'm going to just drop the resistance a little bit. And this is where I want to stay. So again, it's that talk test pace. So being able to carry a conversation and hear that little bit of a panting in the breath, right? That's going to ensure that you're in a good aerobic zone to get a great conditioning effect from your aerobic activity. So I'm just going to stop there, hop off the bike. Okay, so again, if you want to use a bike, that's fine. If you want to use a treadmill, if you want to use an elliptical, whatever machine you want to use is up to you. The key is that you want to work at that talk test pace. So I'm still catching my breath, but the key is that you want to be working at that pace for about 15 to 20 minutes, ideally to start with. So let's say you're working out maybe 2-3 times a week. You can start with that cardiovascular component, 15 to 20 minutes at that talk test pace, and then build from there. Now, what you want to do is each week is kind of build upon that. So each week you can build an extra 10% on top of that time that you're doing. So for instance, the first week, let's say we do 15 minutes on the bike or the treadmill or whatever it might be at that pace. Now, we want to progressively overload the body. So what we can do is work a little bit more the next time. And usually we're looking at about a 10% increase. So the next time might be 16.5 minutes or 17 minutes. The following week might be 19 or 20 minutes, and slowly, gradually pick it up like that. So it's a great way to start a cardiovascular component to your fitness program. And again, it's very important to build that aerobic base because the fitter you are aerobically, the more efficiently you recover from exercise, the more efficiently your heart works and pumps the blood to the muscles and the working cells. And it's really the foundation of good health. So that's the answer to how to get started with this type of a conditioning program. Now, in terms of frequency, cardiovascular-wise, we talked about the duration, starting off 15 to 20 minutes and building 10% per week from there. In terms of frequency, we're looking at about 2 to 3 to 4 times a week. Now, again, we're looking at that talk test pace, and that's, you can go a little bit more intense if you want, but what I also suggest to people is you want to walk on a daily basis. I think walking needs to be the fundamental component to any active living lifestyle. So you have to walk on a daily basis at least 30 minutes. And again, it shouldn't be, you want to get into an intensity where you can, again, slowly but surely start to hear that breathing. It shouldn't be too intense. It can be if you want, but at the bare minimum, 30 minutes of walking a day is essential. On top of that, get on those cardiovascular sessions, 2 to 3 to 4 times a week that are a little bit higher intensity, 15 to 20 minutes in duration to start with, and then build it from there. So hopefully that answers some of your questions about how to get started with an aerobic component to your fitness program. And if you have any further questions, then please stay tuned to further details we'll be providing you over the next couple sessions for these video segments. So again, this is Uriel Kame from Total Wellness Consulting. Please visit our website. If you have any questions, you can always contact us through there. And I'll see you next time. Keep fit, have fun.